English Learning Podcast from Hello English.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Hello English, your place to practice speaking, listening, and growing in English. I'm Emma.
And I'm John. Hey, Emma, how are you today?
I'm doing well, thank you. I was organizing my day earlier and thought, there are so many small sentences we use every day to describe what we do. Yet we hesitate when asked, what is your daily routine? Or, what do you usually do in the morning?
Exactly. Many learners know pieces of routines, but stringing them together smoothly can be challenging. So today we'll introduce 100 daily routine sentences, but not just list them. We'll use them in dialogue, practice them with you, pause and repeat, and talk about ways to modify them to your own life.
This is going to be a long and rich episode, so make sure you have a notebook or device ready to write and be ready to speak aloud as we go.
Great. Let's begin by giving an overview of how we'll present those 100 sentences.
Section 1. Structure and Strategy.
John, how do you think we should structure introducing 100 sentences so listeners can absorb them?
Good question. Rather than bombarding all 100 at once, we'll break them into morning, afternoon, midday, evening, night, and micro-routines, small habits. Then in each block, we'll introduce 20 to 30 sentences, use them in dialogue, ask listeners to repeat, maybe slow down or pause, then reflect on variations.
Yes, and between each block, we will discuss how to adapt those sentences, how to connect them, and how to make them your own.
Also, we can include pause and repeat segments, mini quizzes. We say a sentence, you try to say the next one. And expansions, adding adverbs, if conditions, or small details.
Perfect. That way, by the end, listeners won't just have heard 100 sentences. They'll have practiced many, used variations, and be comfortable with them.
All right, let's start with the morning block. Sentences for what you do in the morning.
Section 2. Morning Routine Sentences.
Let's go through about 25 morning routine sentences. I'll say each sentence slowly, then John will repeat it more naturally, and then you, listeners, will repeat. We'll pause after each chunk of 5.
Ready? Let's begin. I wake up at 6:30 a.m. Then I stretch in bed. I get out of bed and put on my slippers. I walk to the bathroom. I brush my teeth and wash my face. I take a quick shower. I get dressed for the day. I make my bed. I open the curtains to let in sunlight. I check my phone for messages. I drink a glass of water. I prepare breakfast. I eat breakfast while reading the news. I clean up the dishes. I pack my bag for the day. I check my schedule and tasks. I step outside for fresh air. I take a quick walk. I leave the house. I lock the door behind me. I walk to the bus stop or transit. I wait for the bus or train. I board the bus or train. I read or listen to a podcast during the ride. I arrive at work or school.
Great! That's 25 morning sentences. Now, John and I will have a mini dialogue using some of these, and you can repeat segments.
Okay.
Good morning, John. What time did you wake up today?
Hi, Emma. I woke up at 6:15 a.m. and stretched in bed for a few minutes.
Nice. Did you check your phone first thing?
No, I waited until I drank water and made breakfast. Then I grabbed my bag and left home.
Now, listeners, pause and try. Say those same lines in your own words using the sentences.
Also, note how we can vary the sentences. I usually wake up at. I often leave home around. I sometimes walk before breakfast. Feel free to add adverbs like usually, often, sometimes, rarely.
Section 3. Adapting and expanding morning sentences.
Let's talk about how you can adapt these 25 sentences to your own life. Change the times. I wake up at 7 a.m. or around 7:15. Use different verbs. Instead of make my bed, you might straighten my sheets or tidy my room. Add if conditionals. If I have time, I take a walk before leaving. Use adverbs. I always brush my teeth first. Combine actions. I brush my teeth and then wash my face.
Also, you can omit or alter some sentences depending on your context. Maybe you don't ride public transit. Maybe you drive or you work from home.
Yes. The point is to internalize these sentences so you can flexibly use them in your own routine.
Section 4. Afternoon and midday routine sentences.
Next, about 25 sentences for afternoon and midday. Same approach. Emma, then me, then listeners repeat.
Here we go. I start working at 9 a.m. I check my emails and messages. I attend morning meetings or classes. I work on my priority tasks. I take a short break at 11 a.m. I have lunch at 12:30 p.m. I sometimes eat with coworkers or friends. I walk outside after lunch. I return to work. I attend afternoon meetings. I continue working on assignments or projects. I often review what I've done so far. I check my to-do list. I take a coffee or tea break. I chat with coworkers or classmates. I read articles or research relevant topics. I respond to messages and emails. I adjust my schedule if needed. I wrap up important tasks. I prepare for closing tasks. I save my work and back up files. I tidy my workspace. I shut off unnecessary electronics. I review plans for the next day. I leave work or school for the day.
Now let me do a dialogue, Emma. What do you usually do after lunch?
After lunch, I like to take a short walk to clear my mind. Then I return to work and attend afternoon meetings.
Do you ever chat with coworkers in the break?
Yes, sometimes I grab a coffee and talk about weekend plans or project. Listeners, pause and try speaking that out loud using the sentences you've just practiced.
Section 5. Adapting and expanding afternoon sentences.
Let's think how to adapt these 25 sentences. Use time flexibility. I usually have lunch around 1 p.m. Use adverbs. I often take a break, or I rarely chat during busy days. Use conditionals. If I have extra time, I read a longer article. Combine. I continue working and respond to messages at the same time. Skip or alter those not relevant to you. For example, shut off electronics if you always work on laptop.
Also, you can add your own micro-routines in this block. Drinking water, stretching, checking posture.
Section 6. Evening and night routine sentences.
Now, for the 25 sentences for evening and night.
Yes, let's go. I leave work around 5:30 p.m. I commute home. I change into comfortable clothes. I prepare dinner. I eat dinner with family or friends. I wash the dishes after dinner. I relax by watching TV or reading. I sometimes talk with friends on the phone. I take a walk or stretch. I listen to music or podcasts. I do light chores, laundry, cleaning. I prepare something for the morning. For example, clothes, lunch. I wash my face and brush my teeth. I journal or reflect on the day. I do breathing or meditation. I read a book. I dim the lights. I set an alarm for the next day. I turn off my phone or put it away. I lie down in bed. I close my eyes and think of positive moments. I fall asleep around 10:30 p.m. Sometimes I wake up briefly and check the time. Then I turn over and go back to sleep. I rest until morning.
Now, a dialogue, John. How do you wind down in the evening?
I relax by listening to music or reading. Then I journal a little and prepare for tomorrow, set my alarm, pick clothes. Finally, I try to sleep by 11 p.m.
Do you ever wake up in the night?
Occasionally I check the time, then turn over and go back to sleep.
Pause now and try to say that in your own words, using the sentences.
Now let's say everyday short sentences. Hello, how are you today? Good morning, did you sleep well? I had a quiet breakfast. I drink a glass of water first. I check my messages every morning. I like my coffee hot. Please speak slowly. Can you repeat that, please? I will listen carefully. That sounds interesting. I need a short break. Let's take a pause. I am ready now. Thank you for listening. I will practice every day. I prefer to write notes. I open the window for fresh air. Turn the light on, please. Close the door gently. I walk to the park. It is a beautiful morning. I feel calm and focused. I check the time on my phone. I set my alarm for 7. I put on my shoes carefully.
Section 7. Tips to memorize and use these 100 sentences.
Here are tips to internalize and use these sentences. Practice in small chunks daily. For example, 5 to 10 sentences each session. Use spaced repetition. Revisit old sentences after a few days. Substitute words to make them personal. Your times, your habits. Speak them aloud and record yourself. Use them in conversation or your reflection journaling. Don't aim for perfection. Fluency and continuity matter more.
Also, group them by theme, morning, evening, in your mind so you can retrieve the right block of sentences when talking. That's our episode for Hello English. We hope you now have exposure to 100 daily routine sentences. Not just hearing them, but practicing, adapting, narrating, and making them your own.
For homework, choose 10 sentences from morning, midday, or evening that match your life. Practice them daily. Say them aloud, record yourself, and try to use them in your next conversation.
Thank you for joining us. Keep practicing, keep speaking, and enjoy expressing your daily life in English.
If you liked this episode, share it, comment which sentences you'll practice, and subscribe to Hello English.
See you next time. Keep your routine alive in English.
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment. See you soon.